What is up, guys? Welcome back. I am Rob, the UK Vape Star, and today I've got something pretty cool to show you guys. This is the Rage Squonk Mod by Ownboy OC and Desire Design. And this is basically a dual 18650 battery mod that's also a Squonker, which all of us have been asking for such a long time now. Now, Ownboy OC has finally made one that is absolutely awesome. It really is. Anyways, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into the packaging to show you guys every single thing you get when you buy this from new.
Voices in my head know me, call me. I will be restless. Somehow they chose me. This is my nightlife. Wanna be high life.
So here we have the Rage mod. We're going to start this review at the top and work our way down. So starting at the top, we have a spring-loaded gold-plated 510 connection, and as you can see, it has a hole in the middle because this is a squonking mod. It also has Ownboy's logo at the top because this was designed by Ownboy OC Dwayne himself. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so moving down, we have the firing button. Nice and clicky. We also have the screen. I'll go through this and the functions a bit later on. We have the up and down button. Nice and clicky as well, feel very stiff, very durable. And also, of course, we have the charging and I believe upgrading port. So for future updates and also charging, you can do it through this mod. I wouldn't, of course, advise charging through the mod. Always use an external charger when doing that. We also have the battery door. So let me open this up. As you can see, it fits two 18650 batteries. There's no ribbon or anything like that because they're super easy just to pop out. Spring-loaded connections as well. Magnets hold it in place. We have no give whatsoever. Really good job there. Of course, we have a little thumb groove if we needed. At the bottom, we have some holes for battery venting. And of course, we have our squonking bottle. So I'll quickly show you this in action. So if I just press it lightly, as you can see, the liquid just comes up there and is sucked back down super, super nicely. Look at that. It's got bubbles as well. There for free. Okay, so if I take it from the bottom, as you can see, it's got this little like hook. So if you get your finger in there, you can pull out this little, I guess, little arm or a little like grapple thing, and you can just pull it. So twist and pull, it comes apart like so, and this is your squonking bottle. So all you need to do is pinch and twist the top with these little grooves. Very easy to come undone, nice threads. And then all you need to do is fill up this bad boy, put it back together, get them threads again, twist it. It can be a little bit messy, as you can see, but once you've got it all together, just make sure you wipe it down so it's nice and clean, and then all you need to do to install it is push it in, twist it a little bit. I twist it so you have the logo, you know, coming to your face, so it kind of looks nice. Push that back down and you're done. Super easy, super quick, not a problem. Of course, you might get some liquid on your mod though. So now, guys, the screen and the functions to turn this on and off is simply 5 clicks of the firing button, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it does protrude just a tiny little bit, so you can actually feel which button's which is always nice. So the screen turns on super fast, simply up and down, and it goes up in 1 increments, which is always nice to see. It's not a deal breaker. I'm not going to love it or hate it just because it goes up in 1 increments or 0.1 increments. It's just a lot easier to go up in 1 increments, and no one really uses that 0.1 increment system anyways. I don't know anyone who actually uses it thinks, hey, let's go 80.2 because that's so much better than 80.6. No one does that ever. Anyway, so going to the menu mode, it's simply 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. Super simple menu. You've got working mode, so this is to change from power to temperature control with all the different materials. You also have hand mode, so that's to switch it from left hand to right hand, nice and simple, and then exit. So let's go into this right hand, left hand. As you can see, it just flips the screen. Super easy. 1, 2, 3. Working mode, we've got power, we've got nickel type temperature control. We also have titanium, stainless steel, TCR, bypass, everything you need. If I hold down, you can see that it scrolls reasonably fast all the way up to 155. And I'm not quite sure where it goes all the way down to because, I mean, no one ever goes down this low, but let's see. Okay, 5 watts. It goes all the way down to 5 watts if you really wanted to go down that low. And it tells you everything you need to know. It would have been nice to see a dual battery indicator rather than just a single one. But is it needed? No. But is it nice to have? Yes. But all round, super easy to use, super simple, and gives you all the information you need. And now guys, vape time. So the tank I'm going to be using is the Bonza RDA. I have used a whole load of different Squonkers with this mod, and I have to say my favourite right now is the Dead Rabbit RDA. I absolutely love that pairing. They just work so well together, but I am using the Bonza, which also does work really well, but just not as good in my opinion. Anyways guys, the build I have in here is reading at 0.29 ohms. I have it at 80 watts, and the airflow is 2/3 of the way open. Anyways, let's give this guy a vape and see what we get. So that was with the left hand, and the reason I do that is because it just somehow feels more natural just to pick it up with my left hand because of the curve. But I have been using it with my right hand because that's what OwnBoyOC recommends, and that's what he designed it for somewhat. And the reason for that is because with the fire button on your thumb, you can have your middle finger on the actual bottle and squonk and vape at the same time. Where if you had it with your left hand, unless you had really big fingers, I have very average sized hands and fingers, you can't actually squonk and vape at the same time. Anyways, a little backstory right there. So I'll vape it with this hand just to see the difference. Woo! Okay, it's just something with squonking. It's just a great vape. It's very saturated, loads of flavour, and there's no leaking whatsoever with any of the RDAs I've used for squonking with this mod. It is really, really well designed. There's no moisture or anything at the top, which is really surprising because you'd like to think with loads of different RDAs and also squonking kits I've used before in the past, there's always a little moisture at least around the top. But with this, I've had 0 with every single tank I've used, which is just incredible. Whatever mechanism they've got, it's working. Flavor fantastic, super easy to use. You got power for days. A great vape. And now cost and the sponsor. I'm not going to include a purchase link down below just because YouTube does not like it. So I'm just going to say you can pick up this bad boy at recoilrda.com. I'm sure you can Google it and find out where to get it from. And they're currently selling it for $99, which I personally think is a fair price considering the quality you actually get for your money. It's a dual battery squonker. They're never cheap. There's not too many of them on the market and they're never a cheap price. For $99, you're getting a lot for your money and seriously top-notch quality. Now, I just want to say a massive thank you to Dwayne for sending me this out. Absolutely lovely guy. I've had some emails back and forth with Nick Grim Green. He's an absolute legend in himself. Really nice guy as well. And he's the one that told me that Dwayne is bringing out a new squonker. And I was really interested in that. He hooked us up. He set us up. And Dwayne is an absolute bro. He's an absolute legend. Love the guy. Really good talking to him. Super nice guy. And he gave me this to review. So just thank you so much. Massive thank you to Nick for introducing us. And a massive thank you to Dwayne for sending me this to review. As you guys know, I've been through some shit with my old original channel. You guys know. And now I've had to make a second channel. So it's not the biggest channel in the world. And to be given opportunities to review things like this is just unbelievable. So if you guys want more information about this kit, or well, about this mod, there's links and all the information you need down below. And I also just wanted to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. I'll display your names up there. Massive thank you to you guys supporting the channel and also supporting me. If you guys want to join Patreon where I do monthly giveaways, there's a link down below. And now pros, cons, and my final thoughts. Before we get into that though, I just wanted to say, even though I'm a massive fan of Nick Grim Green, and also I think that OwnBoyOC Dwayne is a fucking legend, it's not going to change my opinion of this or change anything I'm going to say in this review. I've been doing honest videos for nearly coming up for 3 years now. I'm not going to stop now. So anyways guys, 100% honest, let's just jump in, starting with the pros. Firstly, it's a dual battery squonker. There's not many on the market and it's an absolute privilege to have another one on the market that is this good and this high quality. And the next pro that I do want to mention is the high quality and the fact they offer a whole array of different colours, which all of them look fantastic. And with the build quality, yes, it does cost $99, but you can see where your money's going. When you're going to China, yes, they are cheaper, but they're cheaper plastic, they're light, you can just tell they're not going to be as durable. When you pick up this guy, it does have some weight to it, but you can feel that it's high quality, it's robust, it's going to last a long time, and that's exactly where your money's going on the quality. So absolutely love that. I also love the design with the whole bottle. Very easy to take apart. With loads of other Squonkers, you have the tube you have to like take out, unscrew to fill up. With this, super easy. You just pull it out, you take off the lid, fill it up, and pop it back in. Super easy and with very little mess. I have to stress that. I can't stress that enough. With all the different Squonkers I've used throughout the years, there's always been residue at the top, at the bottom, inside. There's always been some leaking to some description. With this, I've had zero. Literally zero, and it's just unimaginable. I have no idea how they've done this, but there's just zero leaking, hardly anything at all. And for a Squonker, it's just unheard of. It really is. So really well done on how to make that design just absolutely flawless in loads of different ways. I know it didn't come out of the factory just perfect. They did have to tweak it just a little bit, and that just also speaks to the character of Dwayne. He went and manually checked every single Rage Squonker to make sure when it comes out to his customers, it's perfect. So it came through me perfect, it works really well, and I've had no faults. But that being said, you know, not every mod, not every kit, not every tank comes out perfect. There's always some flaws, and like I'm always saying, I'm going to mention them. So the main cons that I personally found with this, there's a few nitpicky things I do want to also mention. Number one, which is very nitpicky, is the size of tank you can use with this mod. So you can use 24, 25 at a push with no overhang. Any larger than that, there's going to be overhang. I don't even know what tanks are on the market which you would use, which are over 25 millimeters, which are squonking, but if you did want to use them tanks, there's going to be overhang, and it's just something I wanted to mention. But now let's talk about the main cons with this mod, the weight and the size. Now with the size, it is understandable because it fits 2 batteries and a Squonk bottle, so it's never going to be small. But if you're someone who really enjoys a single battery Squonker and you do take it out all day, every day, you do put it in your pocket, you do want to know that this is bigger and it won't necessarily work for them scenarios because it is quite a bit bigger. So if you have small hands, something to consider. It won't necessarily fit in your pocket that well, especially compared to a single battery device. And also when you are carrying it out and about, it's larger and heavier. So just something I want to talk about. Now let's talk about the weight. It is a heavy mod, I have to say, it is a heavier mod, but it's one of them two sides of a coin scenario, where on one side you have the looks, you have the feels, you also have just the quality and also the durability. Everything is better, but with a more durable device, you need a stronger material, so you're going to choose metal, and that's what this is made out of. It's metal, it's durable, it looks and feels, you know, substantial, it feels good, it feels high quality. Now on the other side of that, you could have gone with a cheap plastic. Now that does bring down the cost of the whole device, which is nice. It also is lighter, but it's not as durable. So where do you go? Which one do you go for? Do you go for the cheaper, you know, not as durable device that won't necessarily last as long, or do you go for the quality that looks, feels, you know, and is more durable metal? And that's what they went for. I personally really do like that decision because I do want a mod that's going to last a long time. I don't want to spend $100 or even like $50 on a mod that's going to break in a month or two because it's just cheap plastic. I do want something that's made out of metal, it's hard, it's durable, it feels substantial, it looks great. I do prefer that option, and definitely was willing to spend the money for that option. Now, there's something I do want to consider with, you know, with a Squonker in general. People buy Squonkers because they want the RDA, the cloud, the flavor, and they want it all day. So with the invention of the Squonker, you can have a 7ml bottle, so you don't need to bring out your bottles or anything to go with it. You can just have that bottle to supply you for the day. Now, the biggest issue of that was the battery life couldn't deliver the whole day with the squonking bottle. So the battery life did need to be upgraded, and that's what this bad boy does right here. A dual battery will last you now the day, which is absolutely fantastic, but alongside that, it's not as portable as a single battery mod. So you do have to weigh up how would you use this mod. If you're someone who wants to go to like theme parks or just walks or even runs and things like that with a Squonker, this is not your guy. It's too big, it's too heavy, it's never going to work for that. It was never designed to work for that, but just to let you know. Now, if you are someone who maybe wants to go to someone's house, go to a pub, go to a restaurant and spend like a few hours to a substantial time at one place, this works an absolute dream. It really does. For capacity, 7 mils, easily going to last you a long time, and also dual battery will last you the whole day. depending on wattage and things like that. But for me, at 80 watts or 60 watts, with ease, it lasts me the whole day, and the bottle also lasts me the whole day. So it's an absolute dream in that scenario. So it really depends on how you're going to use it. Anyways, guys, all round, I love this thing. I think it was needed for the market to have a dual battery squonker. If you guys are looking for a dual battery squonker, look no further. This is your guy. It's going to do the job. It's going to do it well. It's also going to look really good while doing it. So guys, that is the review. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.